couple of questions to ask about what you thought about yesterday. And I'll go ahead and get myself prepared here for a moment. And we'll answer a few questions for you here in 1 second here. And but I'm going to start the day off with reminding you of a few things that you probably have forgotten. And you may have brought some note paper this time around to keep some notes. Myself, I don't try to write stuff down at my age now. I really start forgetting stuff, and so I may want to keep a few little notes. But I want you to remember yesterday when I mentioned the most important thing that this whole system revolves around is obviously safety. And to be safe, if you adopt this one principle, which is called, being prepared all the time, always in the right position. That means, I want to say it, just prepare to a position for a transition. Now, it sounds easy to say, but I want to demonstrate with myself here and Phyllis just how much that statement means. And so, I want myself to be prepared at all times, in the right balance. I want my horse to be prepared at all times in the right balance before I make that change of gait, direction, speed. So that's a really important concept I mentioned. I also want to share the escalation of aid, which is ask, suggest, encourage. I'm going to utilize that this weekend. And I also want to mention, the real important part, which was rest and reward. How long should your horse rest when you get something right? Longer than it work. And so the pressure comes off in the smallest change and slightest try. And so little basic things, if you weren't here yesterday, we talked about. And so I'm riding here in my Bozell, my teaching tool. This is actually a little pencil Bozell. And you see him wearing, a bridle underneath there. And the bridle, I mentioned yesterday, it talks to the hind feet. And I'll kind of show how that works a little bit here today. And this here, talks to all 4 feet. My Bozell here talks to all 4 feet. And I showed you me riding him yesterday, where I could actually ride him with nothing. He stayed in position. But yesterday I had him in a string, and I was able to walk him and trot him and canter him, and got my my transitions with him in. You guys forgot, come on. So I had and I had my self-carriage there with nothing on his head. So probably